something was pointed out to me yesterday by Charles Milo. The gematria, this week's parsha, Yaakov is giving his blessings to his sons, but he makes a special point for Yosef. And if you look at the first word of the parsha, first word of the portion, it's v'yachi, and you look at the gematria of that word. The gematria is 34. And then you stop and you think about it. Yosef was 17 when he was sold into slavery by his brothers. And Yaakov then lived another 17 years in Egypt. So the entire time that he was with Yosef was 34 years. So there's there's a certain thing there that for Yaakov, he really lived only those 34 years that he was with Yosef. Because when you look at the period when he didn't know what was happening with Yosef, that he had been told that Joseph was killed, and he went into a depression. He got no nevuah during those years because he was so heartbroken about Yosef. And when the brothers came up to him and said, "Listen, this guy in Egypt, he wants to see Benjamin," he really had to be convinced about it, because remember, Benjamin was the only full brother of Yosef. He came from the same mother as Joseph. So Yaakov really said, "Look, I lost Yosef. I don't want to lose Benjamin." Uh, but we can see that Yosef was, it's not good for a parent to have a favorite child. But in Yaakov's case, Yosef was his favorite child, whether you want to admit it or not. But the thing is that for Yaakov, his life was Yosef. Um, the only other place, by the way, where you see something like this, if you look at the beginning of Parshat Chayei Sarah, and it says that her life, it starts off with her life, but it doesn't say Chayei Sarah first. The first word is EU, which is the gematria of 37. Remember, Yitzhak was 37 years old when he was taken to the Akedah to the sacrifice, the potential sacrifice by Abraham, and that's when Sarah died. So the 37 years that Yitzhak was alive before the Akedah was Sarah's life. So it gives us an important lesson, by the way, about a parent. A parent's life is their children. And the Torah is mentioning this by pointing out these two gematriot. Something to think about, Kaddish Rabbanim.